December 20th, 1968. It was a cold, quiet night in Vallejo, California. The kind of night where the silence feels almost eerie, as if the world is holding its breath. A young couple, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, parked on a lover's lane in Vallejo, California. They were high school sweethearts, enjoying a peaceful moment away from the world. They never knew what hit them. Out of nowhere, a sudden flash of light shattered their tranquility. Shots rang out, piercing the night. David was killed instantly. The sound of gunfire echoed through the stillness, a brutal end to a young life. Betty Lou tried to run but was gunned down. Her desperate attempt to escape was futile. The darkness swallowed her cries for help.
This night of terror marked the beginning of the Zodiac killer's reign. Terror gripped Vallejo. The once peaceful town was now shrouded in fear. Who was this killer? Why did he target innocent teenagers? Questions swirled, but answers were nowhere to be found. The police had no leads, no suspects. The investigation was at a standstill, and the community's anxiety grew with each passing day. The community was left to wonder if the killer would strike again. Fear and uncertainty loomed large, casting a dark shadow over Vallejo.
The Zodiac killer craved attention. He was not just a murderer, he was a master manipulator who thrived on the fear and chaos he created. He wanted the world to know his name, to fear his power. His reign of terror was as much about psychological warfare as it was about the physical acts of violence. He began sending letters to local newspapers, each one more cryptic and taunting than the last. These were no ordinary letters. They were filled with ciphers, strange symbols that hid his true identity and intentions. They were filled with ciphers, strange symbols that hid his true identity. Each symbol was a piece of a larger, more sinister puzzle.
The ciphers taunted investigators. They were a challenge, a game that the Zodiac killer played with those who sought to stop him. Could they crack the code and unmask the killer? The pressure was immense, and the stakes were life and death. Some ciphers were solved, revealing the Zodiac's twisted thoughts. These solutions provided chilling insights into his mind. Others remain unsolved to this day, a chilling reminder of the killer's cunning. The mystery endures, a dark enigma that continues to haunt us.
The Vallejo Police Department, along with other agencies, launched a massive manhunt to catch the elusive killer. Detectives chased every lead, every tip, no matter how small. They interviewed hundreds of potential suspects, hoping for a breakthrough. The pressure mounted with each new letter, each new threat from the Zodiac.
Despite their best efforts, the Zodiac always seemed to be one step ahead of them. He vanished into thin air, leaving no trace behind. Leaving behind a trail of fear and unanswered questions for everyone involved.
The Zodiac case remains unsolved. Decades have passed since the Zodiac killer terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area, yet the mystery remains as gripping as ever. Despite numerous investigations and countless hours spent poring over evidence, the identity of the killer continues to elude us. The killer's identity is still a mystery. This enigma has left a lasting impact on both law enforcement and the public, sparking endless debates and theories. But his crimes continue to haunt us. The fear and uncertainty that the Zodiac killer instilled in the community have not faded with time. Instead, they have become a part of our cultural consciousness. The case has inspired books, movies, and countless theories. From Hollywood blockbusters to detailed investigative books, the Zodiac killer's story has been told and retold, each time adding new layers to the mythos.
Why does this case continue to captivate us? Perhaps it's the mystery, the unanswered questions. The Zodiac killer represents the ultimate puzzle, a challenge that many feel compelled to solve. Perhaps it's the fear that such evil could exist in our world. The idea that someone could commit such heinous acts and remain undetected is both terrifying and fascinating. Whatever the reason, the Zodiac killer's legacy of terror lives on. His story is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the human soul.